Welcome back to another Goblin Slayer review. Today is episode 4. I'm Justin.
What is up? I'm Logan.
And together we're Cowshock. As always, Logan is an anime viewer only. I come from the manga, which finally had an update after a month long break. Those translators need it. I don't know. Maybe the rolls are slow. I don't know. The point is, it took a little
Step it up.
uh, but yeah, other than that, we're going to discuss the episode and jump into scores at the end. So, you ready to get into this?
Let's do it. Who knew the same concept could be so exciting every episode?
Slay goblins.
Just kill some goblins.
Which, hey, they do right off. We're picking up. Long Ears had just killed the two goblins, so of course, Goblin Slayer starts getting a cloth drenched in their blood, has to wipe it down on everyone. Like, they love the smell of women and elves, especially
Right.
women elves. Of course, I like Priestess just like dead eyes. You
Yeah,
get
she's
used
like,
to it.
"Get used to
It's
it." I
like,
mean, yeah, you might as well. I'd rather be safe, covered in blood, than have some ravage horde running after me.
At the same time, I almost don't want to get used to it. But yeah, so they're in an old fort that was made by humans back in the old days where they were waging wars and stuff, but it had no longer been used. So it was just an abandoned fort that eventually got taken over by goblins. But they found, Longears was able to see a trap, which is not normal for goblins. Even Goblin Slayers, like, well, there's no totems, so it can't be a shaman here. And traps
Right.
are not normally goblin things, so something's up here.
Something's
Um,
leading them.
and the dwarf was like, "Oh, they're to the left." Goblin Slayer knows. Go right, okay. Well, he decided to go to the little weep. They're not weep. They're
They're
the
their
little shitting
waste.
hole.
That's disgusting. That's so gross.
Dude, and the girl was captive in there, and she's like, just smelling in all that crap all
That
day
would be
long. And I mean, that's not the worst part of it. The worst part of it is get raped. But,
Yeah,
uh,
and tortured, it seems.
yeah. And she was like, "Kill." And of course, Priestess went back to seeing
A little PTSD moment.
the sorcerer girl getting killed by the Goblin Slayer, and like, "Oh, we're gonna put this girl out of her misery." But he knew. All the others thought he was gonna kill her. He noticed the goblin.
He's even like, "What are you guys on about?" I was killing the goblin.
He's like, I'm only after one thing:
Right.
killing goblins. Lizard Man, he, as we can see, he uses Dragon Tooth Warriors. He's a little kind of like a summoning thing. I think I think the manga at the like every single chapter always reputs what their classes are. I think he was a shaman, and
He was a shaman, yeah.
yeah, and the dwarf is I don't remember. He's also some magic type, but that takes back the girl, so she'll be fine. Of course, the priestess had to use a healing on her,
Right.
which counts against her spells in a day. But they get a map, so that helps a lot.
Right.
He's like, "Oh yeah, you were right, Dwarf." Dwarf is like, "You didn't trust me." It's like, "No,
Yeah,
I
then they go to
did,
the.
but it's always best to have more information."
Yeah, you always gotta cover your back, you know. He's clearly very experienced.
Yeah,
That's what I
very
like
experienced,
about.
and that's why,
Um,
like, when he was talking with like long ears and stuff later, he's like, um, it's no point acting tough either. If you can do it, go. If not, just leave. Like, because
right.
you're just gonna make mistakes. You act tough, or you gotta know
I
what you
do like
can
how
handle.
straightforward he is, but I like how his skill is not like it's not like, oh, I was born with this skill. It's clearly from like tons of experience.
Yeah,
Like
like,
obviously he's done all this before and he's like applying his knowledge, which is nice.
yeah, because when we get the priestess and the dwarf doing the combo spell to put all the goblins to sleep, and where they can go on a free a free massacre, like
Right.
long ears, she ain't looking. She's pretty upset because she just had to see one of her fellow elves in that situation, and she butchering him. It's like trying to figure out what to do with her weapon, and watches Goblin Slayer. He's switching from weapon to weapon. She's like, he's been
Right.
doing this for a while. He
Yeah, even
knows.
small things like that. It's like, yeah, why ruin your own weapon? Just use their own weapons against them. Stab them. Easy.
It is
Follow
easy.
the veteran. All right.
Follow the I do like how the dwarf's little like spell thing where he's like dancing around. He's like, let's do. He's like having a fancy time, and it's
Right.
like, oh man, you're gonna get in a huge fight here, and it's like, no, they're just all asleep. But the ogre. So we got something
The
new, not a goblin.
right.
Um, he's like, they're like, you've never heard of an ogre? Nope. It's
No.
like,
If it ain't
nope.
a goblin, he don't care.
Yeah, he's like, you're not a goblin. It's like, I'm an ogre.
Yeah, and
Have you ever
he's
heard of an ogre? Nope. And he's like,
and
oh,
he's a the ogre was given the army by one of the demon lord's generals.
yes.
So
So
kind of that connection from their issue they brought to the Goblin Slayer.
yeah, the demon lord was resurrected, and that's probably going to end up pulling in the Goblin Slayer because they are getting hordes of goblins. Because the ogre's like, oh, I
Right.
need to get more goblins after this. The ogre, he ain't small fry. He's got
Right. He's huge, has a giant sword, and has regenerative properties. So
yes.
he's pretty tough.
Goblins, not goblins. Ogres aren't some simple enemy to take down, and this,
Right.
you know, Goblin Slayer got hit pretty hard. So
He got smacked, like straight up.
he used a couple potions though. Uh, I guess yeah. The ogre can also use magic, of course. A giant ass fireball.
Jesus, that's OP.
He's
cheating, ogre.
super big, regenerative, has giant fireballs. Like
Right.
uh, but we got to see the scroll that was
We
made
did
for
get
him.
to
That was
see the
brought up a
scroll.
few episodes ago, and it, contains the bottom of the ocean in it. It's like, where it has
Right.
the high pressure of all that water pressure is absurdly insane down at the bottom. So when it came out, just
It straight up
shredded.
sliced him up. Sliced him up.
Yeah, regenerate from that. But good
I
old
do love
beard
how
cutter.
he. I was gonna say I do love how he straight up, after he's out of commission, pretty much limbless, and he walks up to him. He's like, "Goblins are more troublesome than you," which he probably actually believes.
Yeah,
'Cause,
like I mean, even he says I was going to use this on a nest, and the ogre's like, "You're going to use this on a goblin nest?"
right.
Like what? I also before that I kind of like how it was like the priest is like, "Don't be reckless." He's like, "Sometimes you gotta be reckless
That
to
was such a
win."
badass line. He's like, "I'll be reckless if it means I win." I was like, "All right, this
But
guy's
he's
dope."
also like, "You can't always be reckless." So he's like, "I would do that all the time."
Yeah,
Like,
he's like, "I'd have done it every time if it led to me winning." I really like the Goblin Slayer.
yeah, I
Even though
do.
he's pretty straightforward.
I actually really like the whole party. This is where we're starting to get more of them. Like they're getting more
Yeah.
and more involved. And I really do like the Lupin Man. Dragon-Tooth Warriors are cool. He just form his own sword out of like teeth as well. He's like,
Right.
and they're all coming together. They all have their own name for Goblin Slayer. The dwarf's like beard cutter. Yeah, my dwarf is Irish. Okay.
And orc bulg.
And then the
I
other
guess
two are
I
Goblin
guess the
Slayer.
shaman just calls him Sir Goblin Slayer. He's just formal about it.
He is formal. Man. He's a good dude. Good lizard dude. And then after credits, he's back home.
He's back home. Dude. I always get scared when it shows
Because it showed her, and then like the footsteps coming up, and it didn't show anything.
creeping up.
You thought it was goblins?
Yes, I'm getting scared for her. I hope nothing bad happens, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up. Something bad's gonna fucking happen. Oh shit. Well, I mean,
Don't worry about that.
I mean,
that is the
we
episode,
know
though.
the scores.
Yeah. What you got for us, sir?
I will say, I'll say 8.5-ish. I thought it was pretty solid. I mean, I enjoy the party. I enjoy how they, all bring their own like value to the team, and how, especially when they're fighting the ogre, like they all had like specific jobs they could do. Also, they all have like different inputs, which is nice. And it's not a team that's like, oh, we all, we're all friends. We all, have quality teamwork. I mean, when it matters, they work together well, but like during the downtime, they kind of, especially like long years in Goblin Slayer, kind of, not they argue, but they don't always see face to face. But it's nice that it's not just like, oh, we're a group of friends that have the best bond, so we, work together
Yeah, that
perfectly.
has a lot to do with that D&D back style, or like even if you're playing with your friends, you can't agree every party decision. It's like it just
Right.
doesn't happen. Um,
And I mean, I
Especially if
love
you
the
try
fight.
role playing as your character and stuff.
The fight thing was dope.
Oh yeah, the fight was.
I just like how methodical Goblin Slayer is, and he's just a badass.
Yeah,
And they're so
I'm gonna
straightforward.
wholeheartedly agree with your score. I'm gonna give it an 8. It's just it's not setting out to do a whole lot. It's just it's got its contained like focus. And not a lot of shows have like that true focus. They try to go too much, or their story starts to split here and there. But they're like, we got this task that the Goblin Slayer does, and we're gonna stick to it. And I think they stick to it really well. It's just, hey, it's an action-oriented thing. They're doing really good with the action. Uh,
Right.
the animations are great. It's just awesome to watch these crappy little goblins get slaughtered in their sleep.
Right. Little shits.
Yes, exactly. Beard cutter is just so cool. I can't say it without an Irish
God.
accent.
God.
It's okay, I have a red
right.
beard.
All right. I think it's spiel time.
As always, the best way to deal with an ogre is to hit that like and subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be notified every time we upload. Comment down below, let us know what you thought about the episode, what you did, didn't like, would you score it, anything like that. Again, no confirming, denying theories, spoilers, as Logan is anime viewer only, and plenty of others are. And whoa, Logan, where'd you go? We have a Discord. Be sure to join that with discussions there. Some of you may have seen us stream some Mario Party. That might be something we do occasionally on the channel. It's just stream here and there, not a normal thing, but here and there.
Right.
But subscribe, stick around. So until next time, peace out.
So yeah.